18th chapter, beginning with verse number 20. And the word of God is recorded according to the writer of the book of Genesis. The 18th chapter, the 20th verse reads as follows. And the Lord said, because the crop of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sins is very grievous, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me. And if not, I will know. And the men turned their faces from thence and went toward Sodom. But Abraham stood yet before the Lord. And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city. Wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place of the 50 righteous that are therein? That be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and that the righteous should be as the wicked. That be far from thee. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right? And the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sake. And Abraham answered and said, behold now, I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, which am but dust and ashes. Peradventure there shall like 5 of the 50 righteous. But thou destroy all the city for the like of 5. And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it. And he spake unto him yet again and said, peradventure there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for the 40's sake. And he said unto him, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak. Peradventure there shall 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. You may be seated in the presence of God. I'd like to teach briefly on the subject. The Lord is looking for a few good men. The Lord is looking for a few good men. Y'all pray with us. In the society in which we live today, when we look around at the condition of the people in the world, one could without hesitation come to the conclusion that there hasn't been a great change in the lifestyle of man from the time of Sodom and Gomorrah until this day and time in which we live today. For the sake of those who are here this morning who are not familiar with Sodom and Gomorrah, if they be here, let us just take a moment to somewhat familiarize you with these two cities. The city Sodom, named because of the act of sodomy, in the Hebrew language is pronounced Gadish, or Gadish, either way you want to say it, which means a male temple prostitute. A sodomite, one who practiced that which is unnatural for mankind. In the book of Leviticus 18:22, I believe it is, it says, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. And if you read Paul's epistle to the Romans, the first chapter, verses 24 to 27, it tells us, wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. For this cause God gave them up unto veiled afflictions. For even the women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of a woman, burning their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of the error which was met. God is looking for a few good men, women alike. And I've heard people say that some folk are born homosexual or lesbians. And which for me, I don't believe. I believe that we all have a choice as to how we live. That if there are anyone here, any of those who believe that they were born in a life of abomination, there's still good news, because you can be born again. For my Bible tells me, thank you, Doc, in 2 Corinthians 5:17, therefore if any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. All things passed away. Behold, look, all things become new. You can be born again. Gomorrah, the other city that's spoken about in the Hebrew tongue, is called Amorah. The Greek pronounces Gomorrah, meaning submersion, and which is the other city that is specified here in our text. Now, there were 5 little cities that were located near Sodom, which was very productive. And the same thing that was going on in Sodom was taking place down in Gomorrah. These were the 2 of the most sinful cities that were located in a place called the Vale of Siddim, at the south end of the Dead Sea. Out of the 5 cities, only one city, the city named Zorah, was the only one that escaped the destruction by the fire from heaven in the time of Abraham and Lot. Now we stopped by this morning to congratulate all of those who are upholding the role of a true man or a true woman. And not being judgmental. You'll walk with me. In which God created. I believe that it's a good thing to recognize everyone who's doing what a real Christian should do. I also would like to address a growing epidemic between men and women. I also feel the need to remind us that there's still some Sodom and Gomorrahs around today. And they are erected in one of the most dangerous places that is given unto man and woman. And the place I speak about is called the mind. Although the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed by fire and brimstone, if you would take a look around us today, you'll discover that that same mentality still lingers on today. I was at a convocation this week, celebration down at the Hyatt, and me and some old preachers were outside, and what I thought may have been a young lady, came out, and then I had another man come out, and who was dressed like a man, and so I didn't pay no attention. I'm just, I'm there for the convocation. And one of the preachers, one of the guys who had a food truck, he patronizes, he do all events, and he said, "Brother," says, "be careful." I said, "Doc, what do you mean?" He said, "That's how people catch cases. That's how some people get put in jail for killing folk." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "These are not women and men, you see. That's not a woman you're looking at. Right there." And I'm turning around and look just like a woman. Dressed like a woman, a knee undressed, long hair, heel about that high. I didn't know. That wasn't even in my mind, And then a van rolls up, and a whole bunch of them got out. But we're not downgrading them. Our role is to love them, teach them. But I want to say this is nothing new. It's in the text. Solomon, it's in the book. And we don't preach about it much, but it's still sin. And we need to address this thing. as frequently as we can. Because if you notice what you notice now, a lot of our young men, our young African American men, now seem to be a part of this epidemic that's going around, homosexuality. You know, and it is said that, I don't know how true it is, but it said, I think Farrakhan made a statement one time. He said he met with someone in the medical field and said when an African American baby boy is born, they were injected and shot him to unbalance their genes. I don't know if it's true or not, it was Farrakhan who made the statement. But if you look at the world today, you'll find it very prevalent that a lot of them seem to be confused about their sexuality. And we don't come to bash them, we come to love them. And teach them that if you feel you're born that way, then be born again. It's fixed. You know, but let me just pause right here and remind some of us and inform others the reason for the destroying of Sodom and Gomorrah. It was because of sin. It's because of sin. And the last time I checked, that thing called sin is more prevalent now than it's ever been. And if you don't believe it, just turn on your radio or television. And then every time you turn them on, you're going to hear or see about some very tragical thing that has happened, all because of sin. That's right. And what we're seeing is the outside evidence of an inside disease. People, it's a sickness, it's a demon, it's a spirit. That Satan is real. Play with it if you want. Satan is real. Now, some folk have got it twisted. I want to point out one thing that some folks think that they think that you can mix sin and righteousness together. You can't do it. It's like oil and water. It don't mix. There's nothing in between. So is our salvation. You're either saved or you're not. And I mean, some people think that who are not saved believe that just because you go to church, that's good enough. And you know, I believe that the reason a lot of folks are not saved is because they don't know what good is. You know, that there's some who goes around doing good deeds and think because they do good deeds that they're good. No, baby, but you still, come on, bro. That's gonna make you good by doing good deeds. God has given to all mankind the nature to do good, but we ourselves can't be good. In the book of Isaiah, the 64th chapter, around the 6th verse, it tells us, but we are all as unclean things, and all of our righteousness are as filthy rags. Which means that the best we try to do, the best we can do, we're the filthy rags in the sight of God. In the book of Romans 7 chapter 18 to 20 verse, it says, Paul was talking, Paul said, and I love it, Paul said, for I know that in me, speaking of the flesh, he said, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. For the good that I would, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do. Now, if I do that I would not, it is no more me that do it. But it's a sin that dwelleth in me. Now that you know that there's no good of ourselves. How do you become good? And I'm glad you asked. The only into us, which is not us, but it's the Spirit of God. For the Bible says there is none good but the Father. Yeah, y'all remember the book of Matthew? Y'all remember? Around the 19th chapter, maybe around the 16th and 17th verses, it said that a young man came to Jesus and said, "Good master, what good thing should I do that I might inherit eternal life?" And he said unto him, "Why callest thou me good?" This is Jesus talking. "Why callest thou me good? There's none good but one, and that is God." It was at a time in those disciples' life who walked, talked, ate, slept with Jesus, who thought that they were good. It was then they realized that they wasn't good. And the reason that they weren't good is because although Jesus was with them, he was not yet in them. Come on. And Jesus lives in you. This is when you're looked upon as being good. A lot of folks think that's because they go to church. You're good. But if coming to church made us good, then why there's so much trouble? Not in the street, but in the house of God. I want you to know that you can go to church 7 days a week. But if the church ain't in you, then you just going to church. You're still no good. Jesus told Nicodemus, you must be born again. He didn't say well the title of a Christian. For anybody that says I'm a Christian. But what does your action say? Does it walk not over to talk? I realize we just celebrated Father's Day. What, last week was it? And I said that there are some who feel as if they have no reason to celebrate because of the man that they knew or know as their father. The reason for this is because every man that has impregnated a woman is not really a good father. A lot of men are just sperm donors. But God is looking for a few good men to do kingdom building and to do this a good father and Christian. To be an example for what God has created with his intent for all mankind. Now we need to understand that there are some duties as well as some requirements that men and women must uphold to be called good and Christians. First of all, we must live the life. Not just on Sunday. You find some who come to church on Sunday morning and raise hell on Sunday evening. But they're going to heaven anyhow. Stop by and tell you might go, but you ain't going anyhow. You got to be born again. Stop by to tell you that they're not Christians, they're just church folk. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. Y'all ever notice that church folks are usually found in church? Y'all I just got to teach you. Church folk are usually found in church. And they're not only the ones that just come and sit in the pews to witness the service, but you can find them in every auxiliary in the church. I thank God. We ain't got this problem here at Old Pilgrim Missionary Baptist Church. But there are some churches who does. You find nurses picking and choosing the folk they want to see. Because they don't look like what they think they ought to look like. What you talk about? Find them in the choir. They will come to church at the choir singing that song. Or they're not singing. Church folk. Even on the trustee board, we have we find those who won't participate in the responsibilities of the upkeep of the church, and they do this. But as soon as the church seems to be recognized, that the first thing on the run is be in the church room. Church room. You can find them on the deacon ministry. Want to have them come to Bible study, Sunday school? Want to pay the tithe? When God gives the preacher a vision, that the first thing you want to question, none of the church folk. And if you look hard enough, school little preacher. If you look hard enough, you might find some in the pulpit. Tell everybody business in the church but their own. When they should be preaching the word of God. When the folk need a word from God. Every time God allows the church to be benefited, prosper, they'll stick their chest out and say, look at what we've done. Knowing very well they haven't kept up the command of God that Christians should do. Not only for the church to be blessed, but they might be blessed themselves. And don't miss me now. God doesn't need Thomas walking in the church twisting like Thomasina. God doesn't need Thomasina dressing like Thomas and bopping every step they make. In the Garden of Eden, God made Adam and Eve. Not Adam and Steve. He made Adam and Eve. But it's our duty as Christians to love Him. Could have been me. Could have been you. God don't need anybody telling other folks trying to do something right. And as soon as they get home, you find them hitting a crack pipe. It's happening from the pulpit. God doesn't need men who can tell other men that beating your wife or your friend is bad. And as soon as something goes wrong in their house, they're using their wife or their friend as a punching bag. God is looking for a few good men. As we look at this 18th chapter of Genesis, I'm taking a little time a little bit. But as we look at this 18th chapter of Genesis, you find where the Lord appeared to Abraham in the form of 3 angels while he sat at the door of his tent. And the angels of God, they were sent to Abraham to bring him some good and some bad news. Y'all walk in the text. The good news was that his wife Sarah, who was born barren, she was now stricken in old age. And she had never born a child. That's right. But God sent an angel, sent Abraham that Sarah was going to have a baby. Look out! And because of Sarah's lack of faith, she overheard him and she began to laugh. Because Abraham and Sarah were doing the thing that they used to do. Because they were up in age. But if you read in the 11th verse of the 18th chapter, it says, now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age. And it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. And the Lord told Abraham, Sarah laughed when I told you give God praise. He began to praise God for the promise he made with him. When said he didn't have a child. And Sarah began to wonder. Is God still able to do this thing? I'm old now. I'm well stricken in age, and my womb has been closed a long time. That was the good news. But Abraham rose up that morning and he looked towards Sodom. And the men began to walk down the road going towards Sodom. But because of Abraham's faith, the Lord would not withhold the bad news from Abraham. The Lord said to Abraham, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is very great, and the sins are very grievous, I'm going down according to the cry to see their sins for myself. If it be so, I'll wear the to be a good servant. You must give your no good life to a good God. Is there one here today? Don't miss you.